Good afternoon, and welcome to our presentation, How to Master the Art of Dealership Content Marketing. My name is Susan Givens, and I am the publisher of Auto Success and the moderator of the event today. Our webinar is sponsored by Activator Dealer Solutions. Learn how to drive more sales for your dealership by enhancing your content marketing and customer engagement tactics. During today's webinar, our presenter will share some key takeaways and best practices that have doubled the number of monthly leads a dealership receives. You'll also learn how to create more targeted sales and service campaigns through multi-channel journeys. With an average increase in sales of 13% and a 14% increase in service drive revenue. But before we get started, let's just go over a few housekeeping items. As part of the webinar, we're going to have a live Q&A session. Our speaker today will address some questions during the last portion of the event. To improve your chances of your question being answered, don't wait till the very end of the event to ask the question. Ask them as they occur to you. And all you're going to do is just simply type in your question, the Ask a Question box, and then click Submit. The webinar is being recorded and it will be available on demand for you to view. We encourage you to direct your coworkers to the recorded presentation. You're going to receive an email link from Auto Success in the next couple days that will have the webinar, and it's also going to be on the Auto Success website. Within this webinar software, you're going to have the ability to open, close, and resize different elements on your screen. If you want to receive a certificate of attendance or share the webinar via email, just click on the appropriate icon with the black toolbar on the left side of your computer screen. Now, if you're on a mobile device, you may need to open a menu to view the different components. Your feedback helps us make our events better. Please click the survey button to leave your comments about today's webinar and presenters. The survey will launch at the end of the presentation. If you need any help at all during the webinar, just click the help icon for some troubleshooting tips. And finally, if the slides stop advancing or if you're having problems with audio, try pressing the F5 key at the bottom of your keyboard. And if you're on a Mac, just click the Command R. It'll refresh the console and bring you back to the webinar. Now, I'd like to introduce our presenter. We are so happy to have Bobby Coy joining us today. Bobby graduated from Wright State University in Dayton, Ohio, and is now the National Sales Director at Activator Dealer Solutions. He brings more than 20 years of sales and sales leadership experience to his position, with a focus on automotive technology and marketing. Bobby balances being a high-performing salesperson and a strong sales leader in his Activator role. He believes the best approach to every sales opportunity is finding the win-win. Bobby, I agree with you, and the floor is yours.
All right. Thanks, Susan. I appreciate that warm introduction. And thanks, everybody, for joining. It's a pleasure to be here. We're going to talk about a number of things today. The importance of effective content marketing for your dealership. We're going to learn how to identify and understand your customer, enhance your customer's experience and data through a customer data platform. We'll talk a little bit about how to optimize all of this stuff. We'll talk about the importance around being consistent and engaging with your branding and the messaging. And then we'll talk about how important it is to give your customers a megaphone and share those experiences. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Again, thanks everybody for joining. So the importance of effective content marketing for dealerships really can't be overstated. It serves as a powerful tool to drive brand awareness, engage potential customers, and ultimately increase sales. According to a study by the Content Marketing Institute in 2020, content marketing generates 3 times more leads than traditional methods at 62% less cost. So this shows how effective content marketing can directly impact a dealership's bottom line. So by investing in high quality content marketing, dealerships can attract a larger pool of prospective customers and improve the quality of leads, directly impacting their bottom line and ensuring sustainable business growth. So what does all this look like? You need to be able to effectively communicate what sets your dealership apart from others and why customers should choose to do business with you. That means create compelling and informative content, newsletters, social, blogs, educate around your latest models or vehicle maintenance, and generally highlight different features and benefits of your dealership. Build relationships with your customers by establishing rapport and trust by demonstrating you understand what their needs are or what they're interested in, i.e., sending informative, engaging, personalized, and unique content. All of this leads to both new and repeat customers. So, how do you identify your ideal customer? Well, customer data platform, use a CDP. A CDP collects and unifies customer data from multiple sources. That's your DMS, other third-party data, maybe the CRM and/or website, and it measures customer behavior. A CDP can be a game changer for dealerships looking to identify their ideal customer. And using a CDP can enhance the overall customer experience as it allows dealerships to create seamless and consistent interactions across a variety of touch points. And it's critical, along with this, that you implement a journey builder, because what good is the data if you can't act on it? So, personalized content. A journey builder allows you to create personalized content that is tailored to the needs and preferences of your audience. By mapping out a customer journey, you can identify specific touch points where your audience is most receptive to your messaging and deliver relevant content that resonates with them. Do it over multiple channels, right? A journey builder can help you create and deliver content across multiple channels, such as email, SMS, social media, web, direct mail. This allows you to reach your audience wherever they are, increasing the chances of engagement and conversion. And then you can make data-driven optimization. A journey builder provides you with data and insights on how your audience interacts with your content, allowing you to optimize your content marketing strategy based on actual performance. By using data to inform your decisions, you can refine your messaging and improve your content marketing efforts over time. And then you've got to report on this, right? You need and want confidence around the marketing efforts generated by your platform to tie directly back to ROI. So you need detailed performance reports that allow you to measure the success of your content marketing campaigns. You can track metrics such as open rates, click-through rates, conversions, even more, giving you valuable insights into your audience is responding to your messaging. And with this information, you can make decisions about future content marketing initiatives and continually improve your strategy, right? So then enhance the customer data with the CDP, right? This is identifying your ideal customer. It helps you create content that speaks directly to their preferences. A customer data platform, or as I've mentioned, a CDP, is a solution that consolidates and organizes customer data from various sources, creating a unified and easily accessible database. By implementing a CDP, dealerships can enhance their customer data and tailor content more effectively in several ways: data unification, data enrichment, advanced segmentation, and personalization. Unify data to provide a complete and accurate picture of your customers. The first step in identifying your ideal customer is to define who they are. It's not just age and gender and education and income, but define their interests, values, and their lifestyle. And you can do this by conducting surveys, examine your current customer data, talk to your sales team. Next, determine their needs and preferences. What vehicles and features are important to them? What kind of buying experience are they looking for? Are they pre-order? Do they buy online? Are they coming into the store? Again, talk to your customers, analyze your data, get your content together, social media, blogs, websites, emails, and text. All of the content should be relevant to your ideal customer's needs. You can even go so far as to A/B test your content, try different calls to action, solicit some feedback, and then measure the engagement, right? And then optimizing your content delivery across multiple channels with a journey builder. Adding a journey builder to your CDP can send customers down a personalized path that learns behavior and preferences over time and then feeds it back to the CDP. Customer journeys are multi-channel, meaning they're made up of email, SMS, text, or direct mail. Analyzing this data over time gives you a more complete picture of your customers, what they need and what they respond to. Examples on the sales side. So that's lease end, pre-orders, buyback, equity sales, conquest. Looking at the service side. So that's service conquest, service retention, subsequent owners, first service. Your marketing strategy should resonate with your target audience by crafting purposeful storytelling for all marketing funnel stages. So what do these journeys look like? Firstly, it's important to understand your target audience and their needs. Are they looking for a reliable family car, a high-performance sports car, or a fuel-efficient vehicle? Are they looking to you for other types of information, maybe how to pre-order their car or some data and information around EVs? Once you have a clear understanding of their needs, you can start creating content that speaks directly to them. And then there's the different funnel stages, right? When a buyer is in the awareness stage, your goal is to introduce your dealership to them and inform them of the products and services that you offer. One effective way to do this is through storytelling that highlights unique selling points of your dealership. For example, you can create content that tells the story of how your dealership has been serving the local community for decades, or how your team of salespeople go above and beyond to provide exceptional customer service. The next stage in the funnel is consideration. At this point, potential customers are considering purchasing a vehicle with you and are looking for more information. You can use storytelling or the journey, if you will, to provide valuable information and build trust with your audience. For example, you could create content that explains the features and benefits of different vehicles, or that provides tips for choosing the right car to fit your needs. Then the decision stage is when customers are ready to make a purchase. At this stage, you can use storytelling to create a sense of urgency and encourage customers to take action. Example, you could create content that highlights limited time promotions or special financing offers that are only available for a limited time. And then lastly, the post-purchase stage is where you can use storytelling, in other words, these journeys, to build long-term relationships with your customers. This is an opportunity to create content that highlights the benefits of vehicle maintenance and provides tips for keeping their car in top condition. You could also create content that celebrates customer milestones, such as the anniversary of their purchase or the number of miles that they've driven. The aim of a compelling content marketing strategy that resonates with your target audience can be achieved through purposeful journeys for all the marketing funnel stages. So by understanding your audience, creating valuable content, and using storytelling to build relationships, you can differentiate your dealership from competitors to build a loyal customer base, right? And then you need to be consistent across all of this, because consistent branding helps customers recognize and remember your dealership more easily. Consistency in messaging builds trust and credibility amongst customers. 59% of consumers prefer to buy new products from brands that are familiar to them. By maintaining a consistent brand and messaging strategy, dealerships can streamline their marketing efforts and potentially reduce costs. So organizations that maintain consistent branding experience a 33% increase in brand visibility compared to their inconsistent counterparts. And your calls to action need to be clear, because those calls to action are key to driving engagements and leads. So all of this being consistent across your messaging, across all the marketing channels, helps establish a clear and cohesive brand identity for the dealership. It creates a unified customer experience, which can increase trust and loyalty amongst customers. It reinforces dealerships' key messaging and value proposition, making it more memorable and effective in influencing customer behavior. It helps avoid confusion or mixed signals that could arise if different marketing channels promote conflicting messages. And it enables the dealership to track and measure the effectiveness of their marketing efforts more accurately by providing a consistent benchmark for comparison. Okay. And then let's ask our customers to speak up, encourage reviews and testimonials, authentic content, customers and reviews and testimonials, all valuable sources of authentic user-generated content that can be leveraged in content marketing campaigns. Encourage engagement, feature customer reviews and testimonials in your content marketing can encourage potential customers to engage with your dealership. And all of this is going to influence the purchasing decisions. So including customer reviews and testimonials in your content marketing can play a significant role in influencing potential customers' purchase decision. So all of this is important in your funnel and content marketing strategy because it helps build trust and credibility with potential customers, ultimately increasing the likelihood of conversions in sales. So thanks again for joining. That's all I have for you today. Just want to thank you for your time, and I will go ahead and pass this back to you, Susan.
All right, Bobby, thank you so much. That was so informative. In just a few moments, we're going to begin the Q&A portion of our webinar. But before we do that, I'd like to just ask everyone if they could complete our survey. Audience members, we need your feedback. And as a special incentive to complete the survey, we're going to offer a $10 Amazon gift card to 25 randomly selected people who complete today's survey. Who doesn't need an Amazon card, right? The survey should be appearing in the middle of your screen shortly. If you don't see it, you can launch by going to the black toolbar on the left of your screen and clicking survey. All right, let's get to some of these questions. Oh goodness, we have quite a few. All this sounds great, but my OEM has specific requirements for compliance. Things constantly change with new models and service programs. How can I control all of that with so much content?
Yeah, okay. So, well, the best case scenario is working with a partner with OEM compliance built into a journey builder that sits on top of all of the data. So the latest technology has the ability to pull in specific assets per OEM that are approved at a global level versus having to apply them one by one to each piece of content. So otherwise, there will indeed be a lot of manual work to update and maintain each piece of individual marketing.
Perfect. I keep hearing about customer data platforms and how every system in the dealership should be plugged into it. We're a 5-store group, and that would be challenging. Do the connections even exist?
Yeah, well, many of the connections do exist, but the better question, I think, are what are the best sources to start with the connections? I mean, if you just look at your DMS to start, we can all probably agree it's plagued with incomplete information, be it duplicate customer records, customers that no longer own their vehicle, bad contact information, or in a whole bunch of stuff. So plugging in a website and CRM data are beneficial over time to build customer profiles. But you need to start with one source of truth, and we find a lot of opportunity exists in the DMS. So you can improve customer experience and ROI almost overnight if you just focus on segmenting out the customers that recently bought from you from sales, or focus on pulling in customers in for service that have drifted away and are verified to still own their vehicles.
Our group is currently researching CDPs, and most of them already have a lot of the data plugged in. What else should we be considering?
Yeah, really good question there. So the theme of the webinar and all of this is making sure you can actually act on the data and provide a meaningful content experience to your customers. It's one thing to have a single view of a customer to make better decisions, and it's another to be able to activate the data automatically. So in our opinion, having a connected journey builder that is able to execute the marketing automatically and react in real time to customer interactions to the marketing is key, right? So if you don't, the risk is yet another tool that really gets unused by the dealership.
Equity mining is predicated on getting to the customer with an offer before they are in the market. Doesn't content marketing conflict with this idea if you are sending them non-offer based messaging?
Well, I mean, yes and no. The reality is most customers are not ready to purchase today, even if you have a compelling offer. Not to mention, equity in its current form has been practiced on consumers for over a decade. So, what we're suggesting is letting the interaction of the customer through content marketing help you determine who's in the market and who's not in the market. Traditional standalone equity vendors completely ignore the customers that are not ready to buy and hammers them with offers until they eventually submit or frankly opt out. So we take a more thoughtful approach to keep those customers engaged with the content and then build a relationship over time. At the same time, and through customer interaction, we're able to identify the customers that are ready to buy now and send ultra qualified leads, or what we call hand raisers, directly to the person in the dealership that's going to provide the best customer experience from there.
Perfect. I would love to remind our audience that a recording of this webinar will be available on the Auto Success website in the next couple of days. This was a lot of really great information. So, I think that it would definitely benefit our listeners to share that with some members of your team. So feel free to log in and encourage your colleagues to view it. Also look for a follow-up email directing you to the on-demand version. So there'll be a couple ways that you can see this recording. This does conclude our webinar. Bobby, thank you so much for your time today. Audience, thank you for your time, and everyone have a great afternoon.
Thanks, Susan.